Hello, CraftingMantis here, and welcome back to another episode of Building with Mantis. So in today's exercise, we are actually going to be doing a practical exercise in regards to roofs. And so over the last 3 weeks, we ended up covering all different types of, roofs and whatnot. And today, what I want to do is I want to start a new section of the series and where we actually look at building based on like the shape of a building. And so each one of these is a 9x9, and I went ahead and did that one because that is going to be the same as this. We're just going to be, changing some stuff up on it. So let's go ahead and start with this one. So this is going to be like a standard roof. And so what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I'm going to do a gable on this one. And so what you do is on the top layer, you end up just coming across with the stairs just like that. And then in order to get the gable, you end up using the stairs. You go upside down and then a right side up on it. And you just keep coming up just like that. And then a lot of times what I like to do, especially if I don't have something marking where the center is, then I go ahead and start on the other side as well. And so upside down, right side up, and you just keep going all the way up until you end up getting to the center point. It looks like that's about the center there. So there you go. And then usually what I do with the gable roofs is I put an upside down stair, and then we're going to bring the slabs across like that. And then we'll go ahead and grab that. And then what you do is bring across the other material, because I like to use two materials for roofs just so that it adds a little bit more interest, to the roof. And then let's go ahead, we'll go there, and then we'll go ahead and start on the other side here. And we just, bring this up. Now, your building will most likely have a lot more interest to it than what I have here. I just used a box on mine just to kind of make it a little bit more neutral, I guess you could say. And then what you'll want to do is go ahead and bring across the material that you're going to be using for the rest of the roof. Now, you don't necessarily have to use two materials. You could end up using just a single material in it. You can also end up bringing in other, like you might want to put like a strip in it or something like that, outside of the material that you're using for the center part here. So like maybe, you want to rough it up a little bit, and maybe you'll add like some, dark oak stairs in order to make it so that, it looks like a little weathered. And then you could also have, like a chimney or anything along those lines to add a little bit of interest. And so you'd end up bringing up the rest of your roof material up into the wall material to kind of fill in where the roof doesn't cover. So that is a standard gable roof. But you can also end up changing it up as well in that you can, let's see, we want to bring this out like so. Basically, we're going to create a two-sided roof here, or a four-sided roof. So you end up bring up the gable just like you normally would. So let's go ahead and I cannot place blocks today. There we go. So let's go ahead and bring those around like so, and then we'll want to do that as well. And so what you would do is bring this up just like you would normally with a gable roof. Bring it all the way up like that, and we'll go ahead and top this off like so. Now, you end up doing the same exact thing on this side as well. And you just bring that up, and then let's go ahead and add in our corner here like so, and then you bring this up just like that. There we go. Now, I'm not going to complete this entire roof, just so, I'm just going to show you how to do the corners here. So you end up putting in your, your center material, and you bring it up like that, and then you just basically bring it, bring it around like so. And then there you go. And then you bring your top part around like that. And then just like with the other one, you end up filling in where the roof does not, does not cover, like that. And then let's go ahead and do this one as well, just so that I can show you guys what it looks like. And so there we go. So that is, that would be a basically four-sided gable roof. And so it adds a lot more interest to that, because I mean, look at the difference between just your standard gable and doing it on all four sides. Now with this one, we are going to end up doing an A-frame in, pretty much the same, the same style as we did, did with that, in terms of doing it in, on all four sides. So let's go ahead and bring this up. Now with this one, it may look, it may look a little bit funny on, on this building, just for a simple fact that we are dealing with only a, a 9x9. And so this may, this may work a little bit better on some of your, some of your bigger builds, or at least taller builds. So let's go ahead, just keep bringing this up until we end up reaching, reaching the center. I think we are getting close. So let's go ahead and bring this one up. And then, yep, there we go. We have reached center. So there, and then let's go ahead and put our top there. Now the same, basically the same thing ends up going on this as well. And so you run into a slight problem with this one right here, because you can't really get the same angle and stuff as, as the other ones. And so we're going to have to, kind of improvise on this. So let's see, so actually we actually need an upside down there. And so it'll probably actually be better to use a slab there. And so, nope, we needed that there. There we go. And so you end up bringing this up just like that, and then bringing it around. And then, so let's go ahead and start this one too. And then we're going to do a slab. Yes. Yes. We'll have to put a full block there for right now, so we can actually lay down our stair. There we go. And then we can bring this up like so. And then we just keep bringing this up. Okay, we are getting close to center. And, oh, no, there we go. And then, so we go blup, blup. And then we put our last set of stairs in, and there. Okay, so with this one, again, just like with the, with the regular, the gable roof, you end up bringing it, bringing it around. So just with this one, you end up having the solid blocks and, and the stairs. So it's a little bit, it's definitely a lot steeper than the other one, but it's still the same concept. So go ahead and bring it around, and then we grab our last set of stairs, just like that. And then your topper material, you just bring it around like so. So let's go ahead and take a look. So yeah, you have that, and you can also add details, to this as well. So let's go ahead, like if we let's grab a fence post, since we use spruce. Let's go ahead and use that. You can end up adding in, little details like that. Or you could even do solid block, just add a little bit of a difference. You could even, come down, and because that's one of the things I end up using on my diagonal roof, but we're not doing diagonal roofs today. We'll end up getting to that in, in a different, in a different episode. So yeah, and then just like with the other ones, you end up filling in, all of the wall material that, that the roof does not cover, so that you have, a solid, a solid foundation, and you don't have to worry about it looking like things are going to end up falling down. So yeah, so that definitely, by doing it on all 4 sides, it does create a lot more interest than, just having your standard, your standard roofs. Now with this one, what I want to do is I actually want to switch over to a different material. Let's go ahead and grab some dark oak. Let's see, we'll grab some dark oak stairs. We'll grab that, and then we do need spruce. And let's see, we'll grab some white glass, and we'll also grab some cobblestone walls. Because what I wanted to cover on this one is actually dormers. And so with this one, you can pretty much place a dormer where, wherever you would like. One of the ways that you could do it, with this one, it could really only accommodate one, because we don't have too much room on this. So if you had a bigger roof, you could end up using multiple dormers to kind of, break up the roof. Now with this one, what I want to do is go ahead and place a dark oak and then bring it around. Place a dark oak, bring it around, because one of the things that you want to do is you want to create, you want to make it look different than what you have, in terms of material, because if you don't, then it doesn't really stand out, and it kind of ends up blending in with the roof. And so that right there, that is just, a simple dormer. They don't have to be this simple. You can end up using a lot more complicated. But let me show you on the other side. Let's go ahead and grab the spruce here. And so I want to show you on this side what happens when you use just the, just the spruce, the spruce stuff. I need to grab some slabs. So let's go ahead and grab our spruce slabs here. So we'll go ahead and do that. Bring that out, put those in. We do need to add in that stuff there. Bring that up, and then add that and that. So as you can see, it really just blends in, other than, the actual cobblestone and the glass. And so that's the reason why you want to use a different material for your dormers, because if you don't, they just completely disappear into, into the roof. And so you can end up using, logs, or, different fences and stuff like that, as well as a different material for the roof. You could even, end up doing it with, say like the same thing that you're using to border your roof. So like use the cobblestone for this stuff, and then maybe use like the dark oak instead of the walls, just to make it, stand out a little bit more on that. So that right there, that is the practical application for, adding in roofs for the square buildings. Now, in the next episode, what I would like to do is actually get into T-shaped buildings, so that I can show you some of the practical applications of the roofs that we've covered, and how you can use those in order to create more complex roof shapes. So I definitely hope that you guys have enjoyed this episode, and if you did, definitely hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, click the Mantis icon to subscribe, then hit the bell button to get notified when I put out additional content. Want to check out more of my videos? Try the one on the left, or you could check out the playlist on the right. That's it for now, but I'll see you guys in the next episode.